guys, it's Sam here. How are you guys doing today? We're having a fantastic day. Today is Friday, and today I'm doing the prediction show for Las Vegas. Now, first we're going to talk about last week at Atlanta. I actually expected that it'd be more of an exciting race because, you know, the past few years before this year, we've seen like little spins at Daytona. We saw like last year Junior hit the wall at Daytona, and like we had a few incidents at Daytona, but we haven't seen like big wrecks like we're used to. But this year we did at Daytona, so I thought that Atlanta, you know, being more than what we were used to in the past few years at Daytona, I thought that Atlanta we'd have some big wrecks, but we didn't. We saw Clint Bowyer, he hit the wall. I think, who was it? Somebody had a flat tire and went to the garage. Denny Hamlin had his engine issues. Now, the 5-minute damage rule, if you go back to the garage in the 5-minute damage rule, you're done for the race. But that does not apply for engine problems or transmission problems. That if you go to the garage for that, you can come back out on the track because it's not damaged. So Denny Hamlin got the engine issues and he was able to come back out on the track, and I think he finished like 35th. So overall we saw Brad Keselowski win the race. I expected that Jimmie Johnson was going to win the race. And last week, my overall predictions were Jimmie Johnson or Kevin Harvick. And Jimmie Johnson wasn't doing too good over the course of the race, but, Kevin Harvick led the most laps. And he had a speeding penalty with very few laps to go, with like 15 laps to go, I believe. So he got a penalty and was not able to continue on to win the race. So that sucked because, you really want to see the people who lead the most laps probably win the race, usually. That's usually the case. So I was kind of against Harvick during the race. I'm not sure why. I don't hate Harvick at all. I love Harvick, but I was kind of against him. Like, usually I like to get other people who haven't won a race yet in the season to win, but Harvick hadn't had a win yet in the season, obviously, because it's just the beginning of the year. So I'm not sure why I was so against him. But now it's time for us to move on to talk about this week at Las Vegas. Now, I usually try to wait till after qualifying to do the prediction show, but qualifying is starting at 7:45 and it's 6:08 right now. So I had to get this out by 6:30 because the last 2 weeks I've been late, and I'm determined to not get late again. But Martin Truex Jr. did top the first practice speeds, so that is, I'll go off that information. Martin Truex Jr. did do pretty well in practice. He's done good at mile-and-a-halfs recently in the past few years. He's always been really good at mile-and-a-halfs. Like Kansas in 2012, he finished second. He almost won. So, yeah, he's done really good at mile-and-a-halfs. Jimmie Johnson, too. Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick won 2015. He won at the mile-and-a-half track. So, yeah, those guys are basically like some of the guys that you gotta look at this week. I would say maybe Carl Edwards, because he's won at Las Vegas before, but we all know about that. Carl Edwards retired at the end of last season before this season started, so Carl Edwards is not an option. Kyle Busch has also done really well in the past few years. Las Vegas is not a really good track for Kyle Busch in the past because it's his home track, and I think it's kind of like, the bad luck that he gets coming home is just not good. He used to do horrible at Las Vegas. He has won before, but he used to do just horribly. So, I do think Kyle Busch has a good shot this year because last year he led some laps. 2014 he led some laps. 2015 he obviously didn't race because of that wreck at Daytona, which got him out for the first 10 weeks of the season, 11 weeks of the season. Overall, I think we've got to move on to my prediction for this week. This week, I'm going to predict Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. is going to be our winner. He has won at a lot of mile-and-a-half tracks last year, including Charlotte and Chicago. I think that Martin Truex Jr. has the best shot at getting his first win at Las Vegas. Who do you guys think will win? Put that down in the comment section below. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Stay strong, guys. Have a fantastic day today, and I will see you later.